as Bill Braack joins us at the 2012 Oceana Airshow. That jet dragster is only 2,300 pounds empty. You put about 100 gallons of diesel fuel in it, and it'll run for a while. But up in the sky is Kevin Coleman. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome my buddy Dax Wanless. I think we've got ourselves some sort of a grudge match going on up there, Dax.
That's right, Rob. You know, these guys are talking a little earlier this morning. You know, like Kevin, the dragster is faster than your airplane. And Kevin's over there saying, I don't think so, pal. My airplane is a lot faster than that pile of old.
Well, the coin force Smoke Thunder Jet Dragster driver, Bill Braack, would say that he can get up to 400 miles per hour for a while.
The race is a little bit different because Bill is going to be starting from a dead stop. So, he has a disadvantage when he's racing Kevin. Kevin's going to be coming over the numbers at about 140 knots. But Bill has from a dead stop.
So 140 knots translates to just shy of 160 miles an hour.
That's correct.
So he'll have a diving start. He'll quickly get out in front. And so Bill Braack is going to have to work hard to catch up with him.
0 to almost 400 miles an hour.
We'll see how we go. He's going to take another turn. Look out to the right. Bill Braack, brought to you by coinforce.com. Makers of challenge coins for public safety agencies, the military, and anybody else. Oh, I see smoke. Are we going to have a race?
I can hear the turbine spooling up, Rob. Here we go. Kevin's diving in.
How many of you think the jet car's going to win?
Yeah.
How many of you think the plane's going to win? Let's take a look.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable.
I think Kevin should have put some more speed on it because he could have gone faster.
I think he should, but Bill's jet car is unbelievably fast. I think it's one of the fastest on the circuit.
I think it is. With only 2,300 pounds and 6,000 pounds of thrust with the afterburner, he quickly gets the drag chute out. He experiences when he starts off about 4 Gs in the beginning part of that acceleration. But when he turns the afterburner off and pops that chute to slow him down, he gets thrown forward with about 10 Gs right out the front. And the Corvette's going 180 miles an hour down there in attention. They're on the radio. I don't know if you can hear them. They're talking back and forth. They're talking on the airboss frequency about how the Corvette couldn't get slowed down enough. You know, that is an issue with that jet car. The jet dragster, if he tried to use the brakes when he's going that fast, they'd be gone. The tires would blow. It would just be awful. So that drag chute slows him down until he gets to about 80 miles an hour. And once he gets to 80 miles an hour, that's the point at which he can tap the brakes and get it clear. Well, Dax Wanless, the sky is just about to be turned over to your young buddy from Coshada, Louisiana. His name's Kevin Coleman, and I see some smoke right now.
Yeah, buddy. And let's quick tell you something very special about Kevin. He's 22 years old. He's been flying since the age of 10. He used to sit on phone books and fly with one of the world's greatest, Mr. Marion Cole. He's been tutored by some of the great airshow pilots such as Shawnee Tucker, Bill Stein, and Mr. Michael. And ladies and gentlemen, let's look high and to the right, diving in at speeds of over 270 miles an hour, enduring a punishing 10 positive 6 negative G's as he pushes himself and this airplane to the limit. As he trades a little bit of that airspeed with some altitude, tumbling the airplane upward towards the sky, and he's going to cap it off with what he calls the prop top with a flat fin back down towards the runway at over 80 miles an hour. All right, so let's get those video cameras ready. This is one of my favorite maneuvers. This is called the torque roll. Watch Kevin as he flies the airplane backwards. He says it's like balancing a chair on one finger. Here we go. He's using the torque of the motor. The airplane starts to rotate counterclockwise as he flies it backwards. That's right, backwards at over 80 miles an hour. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Coleman and the torque roll. Oh, unbelievable. All right, next up for Kevin is the shockwave. Watch the next maneuver, defying the laws of physics. Watch the nose, watch the tail. First of all, half inside loop. The canopy's on the inside of the radius. We're going to roll the airplane to the upright. Here we go. Watch the nose. Watch the tail. He finishes it up. Finds the right speed. Pushes that rudder pedal left corner. Throws a stick forward. Ladies and gentlemen, tumbling through the sky with the shockwave. Now, this airplane's powered by light foaming ATI 0580 engine cranking out over 400 horsepower with the help of a hard-foot propeller. It weighs in at 1,200 pounds. Its wings, carbon fiber, steel tube fuselage, making it very lightweight, very strong, perfect for what we are doing here today. All right, as he demonstrates the Louisiana left, calling it that because we are actually from Louisiana, Louisiana. As they said before, Kevin's been flying since the age of 10. He wants to do something very special for young people. If you go to KevinColemanAerosports.com, you can actually check out all the information you need to know about Kevin's scholarship. He wants young people to fly just like he is doing here today. All right, setting up the micro. Very difficult maneuver. The airplane does not like it. It's up into the sky. Here we go. He's got to hold both feet on the rudder pedal. He wants to kick over, hold the stick nice and solid in his hand, and he pulls through the microwave. Now, let's talk a little bit about G. We're all under 1 G right now. Kevin weighs 200 pounds. I'm going to make the math simple for myself. Weighs 200 pounds. He pulls 10 G's. That means he's doing this at over 2,000 pounds. As he rolls the airplane to the inverted, we have positive G's, but we also have negative G's. What is the difference? Positive G's, you got to squeeze the legs, get all the blood to the head so you don't black out. Now, you're upside down, you push out, you actually have to relax. Now, 250 miles an hour, go for scaring altitudes. Try relaxing. I don't think so. I'm glad to be up here announcing for him. As he flies off his show left, he's going to let the engine cool down just a little bit, get those temperatures right, adjust those seatbelts, get everything tightened up, and he's going to demonstrate a new maneuver for you today. He just learned it this season. It's called the poltergeist. It's an inside tumble. Again, using the gyroscopics of the propeller to make the airplane tumble through the sky. Watch this. Here we go. Nose up, rolls it, and tumbles to the inside. Ladies and gentlemen, unbelievable. Kevin Coleman and the poltergeist. Now, actually, that maneuver has actually hanging in his strap as it tries to throw him outside of the airplane. Dude, yeah, ow. Another half inside loop. Watch this. This is what we call the cycle. So when the airplane goes over tail to the right, how does it shift? Gyroscopic of the propeller. Any input in a rotating disc rotate. So he uses that to the advantage. He kicks that massively big rudder to make the airplane actually tumble nose over tail, tail over nose. And he demonstrates the triple avalanche. Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin demonstrating the spiraling tower. Next up, his favorite maneuver, the nickelator. We saw the torque roll earlier. He's actually going to tumble the airplane. The tricky part about this is he has about 1 second in order to get the stick in the right spot. Here we go, hard pull, tumbling upward towards the sky. He has to park it. He's actually going to fly backwards again with a torque roll. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. He calls this the nickelator. He's upside down. He catches it and stops it. Unbelievable. And torque rolls the airplane back down towards the runway. Ladies and gentlemen, in front of you right now from coinforce.com, let's give it up for Mr. Bill Braack. Nice job, buddy. All right, back to show center. Here we go. Kevin Coleman with the centrifuge. All right, in just a moment, we are going to see Kevin Coleman turn this beautiful Extra 300S into the Extra 300S helicopter as he transitions from a Cuban, half Cuban, with some snaps to his helicopter maneuver. That's right, get those cameras ready again. Now, what's so difficult about this? Airplane starts to launch the torque roll when you set the pitch. So, he has to keep the airplane. He's got to use the ailerons and the rudder and the elevator to keep the airplane from actually torque rolling backwards. You don't want to do that. So, he cools the engine. The oil gets pretty warm at this point. This airplane's cranking out 400 horsepower. Show center, here we go. Camera's ready. He's going to balance on the tail with that beautiful Hartzell propeller. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Turning the 300S into the 300S helicopter, Mr. Kevin Coleman. And oh, by the way, Kevin does not have his helicopter rating. Unbelievable, down to 0 miles an hour. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Mr. Kevin Coleman and the Extra 300S. And as I said before, check this out, KevinColemanAerosforce.com. Check out the scholarship program. If you want to fly, if you want to be a mechanic, if you want to manage, whatever you want to do, he wants young people involved in aviation. So check us out there. And you can also follow along in our adventures on Facebook. And now I'm actually going to hand it over to my good buddy, the best in the industry, Mr. Rob Ryder.
Thank you, Dax Wanless, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Dax Wanless, won't you? And Kevin Coleman, who, by the way, will be taking off later on today. He'll be flying his airplane. You'll be flying the Bonanza, I think. And you guys got to get out of here today because you got to get him back to school tomorrow morning at 8.
That's right.
What, 5th grade?
He's got school at 8 o'clock. I got to go to Walmart quick and get some crayons for him.
Yeah, right. What a great flyer Kevin Coleman is. A big round of applause for him. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the show. We got a lot more coming up.
We do indeed, Dax Wanless. Thanks, partner. Good to see you. And glad to work with you again, as always. He's on the ground. And in just a moment, we've got Otto, the helicopter, that's going to be launching for us here. And then we've got the Black Diamond Jet team and so much more, as Dax said.